Shalom, welcome to A Faithful Life. This is Emunah Yisrael. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed and saw all the other episodes, please do so over here. And I just want to tell y'all, I was just speaking for like the last 5 minutes on no record. So it is my pleasure to bring it to you again. And I'll do it quickly because now the battery is about to run out. The first one that stuck out to me was number 1, a soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. What I thought was interesting with this one is that, you know, sometimes, and it's happened where it is that you're angry and somebody's talking to you really calm and it gets you even more mad. It's like, why are you talking like that? What's wrong with you? You know, you're looking for that energy, that pull and go, that tug of war, and it's not happening. So at first you get mad and you pull your rope real quick and they're like, I'm not going to argue with you. And they're like, what is this? And that has happened to me. And also I've tried it to other people. So at first this may not appear to work, but you know, after you keep going and you're not feeding the argument, eventually they will go away. Not to say that when you're angry, you want to just say it so that you know words hurt. So you just want to hurl something real quick and ow, to let the person, you know, and once we grow up from that childish phase of wanting to verbal box with people, you know, we'll realize, yes, there's another way to go about it without doing, you know, karate kicks to the soul. Not good. And there was another little thing that I saw one time. It was a lady on a television show who told a child who had anger management problems that every time they get angry to take a nail and hit it into the board outside in the fence. And so after like few weeks, the child learned to control their anger. And then at the end of the experiment, she said, pull out the board, pull out the nails. And she said, now you see that damage that you've done? Those are your words that you can't call back. And so I thought that was a very interesting exercise in anger management, because once them words go out, you can't return them. And so it's better to, you know, like the scripture says, take a moment to think about it before you go off. The other one is the eyes of the Most High are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. And sometimes we look at people doing evil and we're like, why are they getting ahead? The psalmist, I believe, said the same thing. Asaph, like, what in the world is going on? I look out and these people are just doing their thing, and I'm here faithfully. I'm looking at the food I eat. I'm not wearing mix and mingle material. I'm not wearing eating unclean food, and I can't seem to get ahead. And all I'm saying is that it's a test, and don't give up. Don't watch. If you're in your testing room, don't watch what little Johnny is doing to the side. Little Johnny might have a cheat sheet. He may not really know the answers, and he may appear to hand his thing in 50 minutes before the test is due. He in there, you ever saw that? 5 minutes, bam, 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 into the teacher. And you're like, what in the world? But he's cheated himself. So let's not look at what the unrighteous are doing, because the Most High has it all. 20. A wise son make a glad father, but a foolish man despise his mother. I know about this one. But like I was saying before, remember the other proverb where the wise son was good for the father, but the foolish son was a heaviness to his mother? Now the foolish son, man, despise his mother. You know, mommy be getting it sometime. You know, you're like, man, but yeah, it's foolish to despise your mother. Now, not to say that you have some mothers out there that, I'm not saying I agree, but you can see why the children would despise them. You do have some parents out there where it is that the children will just have a valid reason not to like them. However, the Most High, as it says earlier in verse 3, the eyes of the Most High are in every place. And so we don't have to hold them up. We don't have to be angry with them. We give it over to the Creator. We forgive them for the trespass that they have done against us, because yes, parents do trespass against children in the same way that children trespass against parents. The difference is the Most High will sort it out when it comes to, because 5th commandment, honor your mother and your father, that your days may be long upon the land, with the Most High your power give you. That honor is to say, when it comes to parents, they're a touchy subject. And messing around in that field right there could get you really messed up. So the best thing to do is shit. That's how they say, okay, in Amharic, is she. Okay, you know, you leave that alone. You express yourself in a respectful manner if you do have an issue with your parents that you want to resolve. Or if they tell you, I didn't do that, I don't know what you're talking about, you crazy. And you're like, wow, you're trying to do the whole cathartic healing thing, and they're just not trying to hear it. What you do is leave it. Go journal or something. You tried, write it down, but don't go back and forth with them in a verbal bout. It could get you in trouble with the Creator. And just let it flow, and the Most High will deal with it and resolve it in the end. Because in the end, everybody's going to be called into account for what they do. You were a gift to them. They were your steward. So who's going to be the judge? The Creator. because he's the one who gave them to you. You didn't give yourself. So with that, I want to say thank you for tuning into A Faithful Life. If you haven't, please subscribe to the box over here outside the window. And then if you want to see the other episodes 1 through 14, you can check it out right here. Thank you and have a blessed day. Shalom.